host here at Manifest High Network TV, and I am excited. I am bringing Ehi Ade-Mabo today, and she is a powerful, transformational entrepreneur. Let me read you her bio real quick. You see, Ehi Ade-Mabo is a transformational mindset coach, and she inspires women to live purposefully and make an impact in the world through entrepreneurship. Ehi is passionate and inspirational. She's also a speaker who has built her platform on helping women develop their self-confidence, overcome fear, and be profitable. Her message is built on the premise of abundance and the audacity to believe. Yeah. But I just want to remind you guys, this is my vision board. Yes, the audacity to believe. Now that's an example of it, right? And I just wanted to say, guys, the High Network Academy is going to be opening soon. So yes, that means head over to manifesthignetwork.com, click on High Network Academy, and get on the wait list because it's going to be awesome. Anyway, Ehi, welcome to the show. I'm so excited to have you.
Yay, thank you, Fri. I'm so happy and excited to be here. Honestly, anything that talks about abundance, manifestation, profit, just living our best lives here lights me up, because every single one of us should be striving, if you're not already there, should be striving as to how we can live a more abundant life, how we can show up more in the world, how we can serve more, how we can impact more.
Yes.
So I'm excited.
I totally agree. I mean, we need to dig deep. We need to dream bigger because we are powerful beings here, right? And we need to start playing at the level of who we truly are. Ehi, I want to ask you, I know you are on the Conscious Billionaire show because you want to be a billionaire. Why is that? Why do you want to be a billionaire? What sparked that desire in the first place? Talk to us about it.
So Fri, like when I decided that I wanted to be a billionaire, I'm not gonna lie, it was more of a selfish purpose. I'm like, I want to live a good life. I want to live a good life for my children. I want to live a good life for my children's children. I want to be able to afford anything I wanted to afford without money even coming up at all in my thoughts.
Yeah.
Right now, I have to tell you that dream is much bigger than myself. I got to a point where I realized that in order for me to say that I have lived a good life, I need to have thousands of people, millions of people that I would have said I brought along with me on this journey. So wanting to be a billionaire now has nothing to do with me anymore. It's really about who can I impact, who can I help, who can I serve, who can I help get to their next level, who can I help get to a worthy realization of their own goals. And I know, that when you serve enough people, when you help enough people, when you can impact enough people, when you can just help enough people get what they want, you will get what you need eventually. Yeah. So now I want to be because I really want every person on the surface of the earth to know that it is possible, it is doable, it is achievable, we're placed on this earth to live abundantly. Our birthright is riches and wealth. Our default set is actually abundance. Yeah. And just because you allow fear or self-sabotage or self-doubt and all these other negative things get in the way does not change anything. Your DNA originally is still one of abundance. We have learned how to lack. We've learned how to live in scarcity. We've learned how to live in lack. But originally, our default setting is abundance. Yeah. And we don't need to learn that anymore. We just need to flow into who we are as children of God. That's my thing. So now I want to be a billionaire so I can show enough people that it is possible.
Yes. That is absolutely fantastic. I mean, before we started this conversation, we were just chatting a little bit about Sir Richard Branson, who is a fantastic billionaire, the owner of the Virgin Enterprise, and who lives on his private island in Mecca. Now, that's someone who's built a legacy. So, because you started out talking about wanting to create a legacy that spans generations, because for your children, your children's children, and so on and so forth, which is extremely powerful. And I have to say, it's very interesting. Not for me as well. I mean, I know that you grow and change. So when I first had that idea of being a billionaire as well, I was thinking flying private jets, owning second homes across the world, which is definitely true, which are things that, yes, I'm going to do as a billionaire, but now it's really grown bigger, like you said. Isn't that very interesting how we morph, a desire comes in, and then the desire grows as we grow with it?
Yes, because we start to realize that it's not about us. It's not about us. We're placed on this earth to serve. We're placed on this earth to impact and to empower and to help other people. But if you just focus on you are just going to go at the arithmetic progression. If you focus on helping others, you're going to fly at a geometric progression. And so now my focus is, how can I serve as many people? How can I impact as many people? How can I get as many people with the knowledge and the information and the vibe that you need to get to your next level? Because I know that as I water them, I will be watered as well. So inevitably, we're going to be billionaires.
Absolutely, without a doubt. There is absolutely no doubt that that's where we're going. And I liked what you said about when you get there, when you stand there, you become more than an example. You definitely become a beacon that there's a natural light that calls people who also have this desire from it. It says, hey, look at me. If I can do it, you can do it too, right? And that's a powerful premise. It's a powerful place to stand, to be in, to know that if I can get to this place, or rather when I get to this place, the impact that I will have just from being in the place alone is exceedingly powerful. Now, Ehi, I want to talk about your metaphysical strategies. I know you use metaphysical strategies in your current business. So, but before we talk about the business, please give us your top metaphysical strategy so that we too can learn to implement it.
So I'm going to talk about a more less obvious one, because I'm sure a lot of people are going to talk about all the other obvious things. So let me just talk about the concept of embodiment. So Fri, when I first learned about embodiment I was probably a little girl, and I did not really fully understand what it meant until I needed to use it in my business. And I'm going to tie that concept to the concept of faith. I'm a Christian, and we believe that faith is calling those things that be not as though they were. Essentially what that means is, this could be a little orange cup here. If I want to call it white, I am going to see it as a white cup. I'm going to behave to this cup as though it's a white cup. I'm going to speak to this cup as though it's a white. I'm going to treat this cup. I'm going to start to see this cup from the perspective as though it's a white cup, right? So that's the concept of faith. And I believe that it's the same concept of embodiment. My greatest strategy with manifestation or metaphysical is embodying that which we want to be. And this is exactly what we're doing here today. Look at me. Well, I'm on my first billionaire show.
Yes.
If you want to be a billionaire, if you want to be a millionaire, if you want to earn $10,000, let's just say you want to only get $10,000 every single month. What are you going to do? You are going to study the person who makes $10,000 every month. You're going to act as though he makes $10,000 every month. You're going to make decisions from the perspective of one who makes $10,000 every month. You're going to walk and talk and act and do every single thing from the perspective of $10,000 a month. Even if your account only has $1, even if it only has $10, you are not allowed to see yourself in plain sight. You start to embody the woman, the person, the wealthy woman within, the wealthy woman who makes whatever it is that you're trying to get to. That means that sometimes we have to take ourselves out of our immediate environment and go plant ourselves in environments that may not necessarily feel comfortable, because physically we're not there yet. But emotionally, mentally, spiritually, you must be there and trust that the physical catches up, because guess what? It always does. The physical is a little behind, but it will catch up eventually. And this is the same reason why when something's going on in our system, sometimes it does not show up on the physical. Sometimes it may take a couple of days for you to see that, I have a pimple there, I have a rash. But it's gone on on the inside have a couple of days now. So the outside is not what matters. Every single time, what matters is it's the conversations that you're having with yourself on the inside. It's the way that you see yourself. It's the way that you carry yourself. It's a position that and let's just give some practical strategies here. So you want to make $10,000 a month. Great. People who make $10,000 a month, do not necessarily have time to have chit chats, negative gossip, because you're busy making money. You're in high-end stores.
Yes.
So I'm not saying to go spend money you don't have, but put yourself in the environment, experience it, because when your body and your physical makeup can experience it, then you get your spiritual, you get closer to closing the gap.
Yeah.
Go put yourself in go buy a $20 coffee. Go buy a $20 coffee and hang out where millionaires do. Go walk around the mall, walk around expensive stores. Don't be afraid to walk in there. I'm telling you, much earlier when I started to learn about embodiment, I go, well, if I cannot afford a pair of Louboutins, what am I doing there? I felt like someone, honestly, I always felt like someone was gonna chase me out. I always felt like they're gonna pull me out to go, no, you don't belong here. You're not one of us. I always had to see that, this imposter syndrome, like, oh my goodness, they're gonna find out I'm one of them and they're gonna chase me out or something. And now I walk in every single place. Yeah. Go on the first class flight, even if you cannot afford first class, get comfortable, take pictures. Be in that environment and let your spirit soak it up, because that's where you belong. So embodiment is probably my top metaphysical strategy.
Wow, that was packed. Everything you said had meaning, had impact, truly. I love it. Embodying is such a powerful term. Becoming what you desire before you become it in physical reality. It's sort of like birthing or becoming pregnant and birthing a baby, right? Because when you're pregnant with the baby isn't here yet. Or even before you get pregnant and you're thinking, I would like to have a baby, you haven't even conceived it yet. So it's like you birth the baby and you start feeling like a mom, you start sort of acting like a mom, you start buying baby clothes before the baby gets here. So you start getting yourself into that mode. And I like when you said about when you get on a plane, go into first class, take some pictures, that kind of thing. It reminds me of some things that I would say also to clients. Go to a very wealthy neighborhood. Homes, if you never owned $1 million home and you want one, go where there are $1 million homes and see what it looks like to be there. Go to that Rolls-Royce dealership and try on that Rolls-Royce Phantom or Dawn or whatever you choose, so you can get with the intention of getting into the feeling of it. And I think that's a great strategy too, to help some of your negative limiting beliefs that you touched on earlier to come up. Because when you go to a neighborhood where you can see $5 million homes, if you have things within you that fear or something that says, oh no, I can't spend that amount of money on a home, it's too much, those things are gonna pop up for you to see. If you go to the dealership and you see a Rolls-Royce Phantom and it's $600,000, you're gonna be like, $600,000 on the car. Cars depreciate. That whole mentality. Cars depreciate. So I'm not gonna buy a $600,000 car, that kind of thing, right? So you get to work on it. That's extremely powerful, and that really helps with the embodying that you're talking about. Powerful stuff. Ehi, tell us how you're using embodying in your business. Tell us, I know you have a business currently where you're helping female entrepreneurs to transform, and share with us how you're growing this business, because your business is thriving, and we want to know how you're using embodying as a concept in helping you grow your business.
Absolutely. So first, and this is the part where I say you have to find the thing that works for you. So if cars do not excite you, there's no need going to the dealership and trying on, Rolls Royce, because cars don't generally excite you. That's not what excites you. If houses excite you more than cars, I would recommend go see a mansion, go put yourself, clap yourself in those positions. Personally, houses excite me more than cars. So my husband and I decided, we decided what we wanted to do. And what we did was we decided we wanted to, attract a certain amount of money on a monthly basis. And he's also an entrepreneur. Thank God he gets it. So what we decided to do is we called up our realtor and said, hey, listen, we're ready for this, home, and it's a couple, well, not a couple millions. I think it was just like a $1.5 million home, but it's a gorgeous, gorgeous, gorgeous home and everything. And so we've been going there now. We visit at least once every couple months. And when we're in Houston, Texas, which is where the home is located, because right now I'm in Canada, but when we're in Houston, Texas, which is where the home is located, we were going there every single Sunday after church. We're literally going there, drive by, park, go in there, have a chat with the guy and say, hey, did you finish selling all the other homes? Yes, because this is a model home. Because the model home is the home that we want. The actual model home is the home that we want. And so I would say to him, did you finish selling all the other homes here? Because this is our home. And he knows us. We would go in there, have conversations. I've taken multiple pictures, done multiple videos. As a matter of fact, it's been so ingrained in my subconscious that I started to say to him, I don't know if we are, you can make a few changes for us, because I do a lot of live videos and I don't like the light where the office, I don't like the position of the window to where the office is. And we started having this conversation. Honestly, Fri, for a long time, it was hard to even realize that was not yet our home. Because, I would literally forget that it's not yet my home, technically speaking. Because I'd go in there and I'd be like, I think we need to change this around. And my husband and I would have like real conversations about the home. Like, okay, well, if you're doing your Facebook Lives here, this is not enough background, or this is not enough wall. We need somewhere that kind of oversees the pool side. And we're really but I noticed that every time we go into that home, there was a progressive change in the way that I felt. The first time it felt a little distant. I'm like, how is this ever going to happen? The second time it started to be like, okay, maybe it's a possibility. The third, fourth, fifth, sixth, and I can tell you we've been there countless times, and every single time it just felt closer, until the point where it's like, where are these people in my home? What are they doing here? Are you going to clean up when you're done? Are you going to do the lawn? What comes with it and what doesn't come with it? Can you change this? Can you change that? And this is a home that we have not bought yet. But I'm saying that when we started to embody this idea of having this home, I did not necessarily immediately feel one with it. It was progressive. Because a lot of people try to embody and they're like, oh, it feels fake. Like, that doesn't feel real. It doesn't feel genuine. I'm like, well, it doesn't always come overnight. You have to build it up. And I know you talk about something like, soothing, where you go through the visualization, and if anything comes up, you deal with it, and then you try again, and it feels a little easier the second time, and the third time, and the fourth time, and subsequently, it's always going to feel easier. But this particular home is an area in my life in which I'm embodying. My husband, on the other hand, he's more into cars. So we have pictures of those in our home. We have pictures in our vision boards. We have a couple pictures in our bathrooms. If you come into my home, you're going to think we're crazy, because we're both crazy. So we have pictures in every single place of his car.
You have to be crazy to want to be a billionaire, right? To call it. To see yourself there when you have no idea exactly how you will get there. And the crazy people move the world. That kind of crazy is what we want. It's what we want in life. So,
absolutely.
Is this what you do with your clients in your business? Tell us a little bit about your business, Ehi.
So my business is, I help women, I build women up so they can build your empire. So whatever that empire looks like. So typically, Fri, oh my goodness, I hate to say this, but one of the things that stops us as entrepreneurs, but especially women, is self-sabotage. It's all internal. It's all fear-driven. It's all like self-doubt based. It's nothing really external. I can tell you time and time again, when I have spoken with a woman who there was no problem on the external. Everything was all internally driven. It was all about what would people say. Oh, I don't feel that way. I don't feel like I'm the best person for the job and all that. I don't feel like I'm the greatest person. Are they going to accept me? It was all around acceptance, permission, validation, fear, all that kind of stuff. So what I do with women is I help them get rid of that nasty stuff, and it starts with the chatter.
Yeah.
The chatter that goes up in our head every day. Oh, who are you to talk like this? Who are you? Like, people are going to be watching this and some people are going to be irritated. What are these words talking about? Them being a billionaire? Like, oh my goodness, they're going to roll their eyes and do all these things. And sometimes we take those things out on ourselves. So that's what I help women with, like getting rid of those negative voices, getting rid of those fear-based decisions, getting rid of those doubts, those self-sabotage, and those moments where you know that something is working out for you. Because it's working out for you, you're going to find a way to sabotage your success. You know, the fear of success, all that nasty stuff is what I help women with. In order for you to do that, you need to work on a mindset level, because this is not strategy. This has nothing to do with your sales. It has nothing to do with how many times you're posting on Facebook. It has nothing to do with how many times you're doing lives. It has nothing to do with how complicated and how sophisticated your sales funnels are. This is all internally driven nonsense that you need to deal with and work through. You cannot avoid that conversation.
Yes. Absolutely.
You cannot avoid the internal stuff.
Hey, I hear you. I really
There's
do.
no ways around mindset. People say, oh my gosh, I'm just going to hire a really good PR person or really good. Yeah, you can do all of that. But if your vibe is low, if you're operating on a negative frequency, on a low frequency, it does not matter how many people you hire. It does not matter how much strategy you implement. You are going to hit the same brick wall. And incidentally, a lot of us have not come to terms with our greatness. It's like, who am I to sound this way? Why am I entitled to be this great? Why am I entitled to be a billionaire when there's people around the world who are suffering and who are poor and who are dying of hunger? How can I say I want to buy a car that's what, $600,000? That is greedy. And all this stuff is what stops us free.
Wow. Wow, that is wonderful. That what you do with your clients is really the deep, deep stuff. That's the stuff that once it's freed, all those strategies that they put in place, those funnels and VAs and all of that stuff flows smoothly once that mind and emotion stuff is all, and spiritual based stuff, all of that's worked out. That's awesome. Ehi, I want you to please tell us first of all about a cause that you are going to support once you hit that billionaire status. What are you going to support?
So Fri, I love men, but I have to say that my heart is with women. My heart is with women because I feel like sometimes men are naturally inclined to know what to do because they have this masculine energy of let's get it done. Women, we are our greatest enemies. So when I become a billionaire, I will at least most of my dedication, attention, and money would be towards female causes, will be towards setting up nonprofit organizations that deal specifically with working through the mind of a woman, helping a woman get through that stuff, helping a woman get through all the negative chatter.
That's fantastic. I love that. And paint for us then. So we know now what you're going to be doing as a billionaire, what cause you're going to support, and that is fantastic, by the way. But paint for us, besides that, what is your life going to look like? Tell us about the luxury items, some of the luxury things you're going to give to yourself as a result of getting to this billionaire state.
So how about I give you a timeline? So I wake up at 6 in the morning or 5 in the morning. I don't think the time I wake up is going to be any different because I'm just an early morning riser and I love waking up in the morning. And I'm waking up in the morning, I literally would have a couple of people to serve me and attend to my needs. So for sure, I'd have someone like a full-time chef in my home who's prepared my coffee already, and she knows exactly how I like my coffee. She knows that I don't like it too strong. I like it a little more creamy than the average person. So coffee's already ready before I even go into any meetings. This is after I've done my journaling, my meditation, and all that good stuff. Right after my meetings, I have my assistant who's coming to tell me what my day looks like. You're meeting with this person, you're meeting with that person. This person wants to have a conversation with you. Oh my goodness, Ehi, someone called in yesterday. I know you usually don't do this, but this person desperately needs to speak with you. Ask me if you just give her 2 minutes, and I'm like, yes, let's get on a call with her. So my system puts me in contact with the people I need to talk to who are already scheduled, but also the emergency people who need urgent care, who need to speak to me urgently. Maybe later on during the noon time, I may end up doing a few. I'm a teacher at heart, so I know I'm going to teach ultimately, always. I may have to do a few classes or recording a few things for a few classes or recording a few audios and videos that are going to be distributed in different streams. So I can imagine my team saying to me, here, we just need you to record it. And they'll take it from me, take my laptop, or they'll take their laptop and put it wherever they need to put it and run a few things by me of what they did the day before, the week before. And I just get to approve, sign a bunch of checks, sign some more checks, assign some millions to a charity that I promised that I was going to support them, and maybe a one-off that wrote to me last month asking for some support. Amazing. And before I go upstairs, there's someone who's already run the bath water, and she's asking what I want to put on, but she knows that I have a meeting, and so she's brought on a couple of the meeting outfits that I typically would like to wear. And I'm saying, thank you so much. You're so gracious. I love this blazer that you picked up for me. I like it. We're gonna do it. And she's like, oh my goodness, you probably need to schedule your nail appointment because I've just been called that this is gonna go. So it's amazing. People are serving me. Yeah. They're constantly serving me, and I know that I'm constantly serving other people. Yeah. But I'm not hesitant to receive the help and receive the support.
That is fantastic. Ehi, I want to thank you so much for taking the time to share everything that you've shared with us today, from why you wanted to be a billionaire to what your billionaire life looks like, and everything in between about your business and about your charitable giving and all of that. Could you please, if you have any last words for anyone who also wants to be a billionaire, they have no idea how they're going to make it, but they have the desire. Any last words?
I would say that the how is not important. Many times we get stuck on the how. Yeah. We get stuck on the logistics. We get stuck on the modalities, only because a lot of us are wired to be that way, to be logical, to figure out the next steps. That's how we're wired. I would say that don't worry about the how. Keep the what in mind. Keep the why in mind. Why do you want it? What do you want? Get clear on exactly what you want. But it's not enough to do it once a week, once a month, once a day. As many times as you can, continue to revisit the vision. Continue to make it plain. Continue to post it in different ways. Make it pictorial. Make it graphical. Put it in words. Put it in visions. Put it in visions. Make sure you see that many, multiple times of the day. If you're like myself, make sure your wallet also speaks, where you have written out a check, a big check for yourself as to how much you want to make, because you want to see that every day. You want it to be a constant reminder. You just don't want to step away from your home where your vision board is, and then you're on the move, and then something catches you, and it's like, oh my God, I forget what exactly that I want, or you start getting downstream. You want to have constant reminders all around you, exactly what you want and why you want it. Leave the how to the powers that are beyond us. Leave the how to God. Leave the how to source. Leave the how. It does not matter how. All that matters is you want it, why you want it, and I know that divine conspiracy or by divine orchestration, we will get what it is that we desire.
Wow, Ehi, thank you so much. I am so glad that you have been here to serve us today. We appreciate you, we love you, and we thank you. Everyone, thanks so much for watching Ehi today. And Ehi is on Facebook. If you want to touch base with her, I will leave her name below. Actually, I'll leave her name below so that you can contact her if you have any questions, if you want to know more about what she does, or if you need her services. She's on Facebook. You can connect with her there. I'll also put a link to her website below, so you can go directly there if you want to check her out as well. All right, last week we spoke with Shannon Labrador, who is a fantastic fitness aficionado for entrepreneurs. So go ahead and watch her Conscious Billionaire interview as well. And thanks so much, Ehi. Thanks everyone for watching. Bye.